Hi, I'm Suzanne Cannegieter. I'm one of the editors-in-chief of the Journal of Thrombosis and Haemostasis, the flagship journal of the ISTH, together with Ton Lisman. The overarching vision that we have is kind of simple. We want the best science in the field of thrombosis and hemostasis to be published at the JTH. We want to be accessible at a global level.
I don't think we have a preference for types of submissions that we like to get. We're interested in really the broad field of both basic and clinical science in thrombosis and hemostasis. We're very proud of our series of educational reviews that we just started. So these are reviews meant for newcomers in the field, really to get them acquainted with our field. A paper really should be a joy to read. So the message should be crystal clear. The paper should be written in a structured and simple manner. Content-wise, we are looking for papers that really teach us something new.
Artificial intelligence is indeed, at the moment, I think, our biggest challenge, and mainly in how it can affect scientific integrity.
So we have technologies like big data and omics. There's enormous advances in models, in vitro models of thrombosis and hemostasis. And so the clinical field, of course, is dominated by the development of new therapies, both for bleeding and thrombosis. And unfortunately, we receive many more manuscripts than we can publish before we take an eventual decision. We really have many people look at these manuscripts. So first we, then you as the editor, then reviewers, usually 2 or 3. And, admittedly, the peer review process is never perfect, but we try to do our best with this entire team to make the decision as fair as possible.
We are a community, and it sounds extremely obvious, but now again that I'm walking around here realizing how important it is that you listen to talks that are out there, you bump into people, you talk about your science, you start collaborations, you exchange data, samples, everything, and all that results in the best research, and that's what we want to have. And I think without this conference, we wouldn't have such good papers. This is such a strong connection, and it's mutually beneficial for everybody.
I am Mike Makris. I'm the editor of Research and Practice in Thrombosis and Haemostasis, which is the online journal of the International Society of Thrombosis and Haemostasis. The overarching aim of the journal is to publish the best science that is available in our field. The unique features of RPTH are the fact that it's an online-only journal. It's a new journal, and we're more agile than other journals. We can change what we produce, what we publish. We publish certain articles that are not generally published by other journals, such as illustrated reviews. We're going to amplify the voice of their paper on social media. I believe all journals in the future are going to be published open access. And increasingly, the big grant-giving bodies are asking for their authors, or the recipients of their award, to publish in open access journals right from the beginning. The advantage of publishing in open access is that everybody can see your paper, and is not for the privileged few that have a subscription to the journal. RPTH publishes papers in both basic and clinical science, and in both hemostasis and thrombosis. Nobody is born with the experience to publish papers in scientific journals. It's a learned experience. So find an author, find a colleague, find a senior that can publish a paper with you, and they will give you advice at every step. There will be new areas. Artificial intelligence is massive at the moment, and most people think of artificial intelligence as the enemy because it causes us problems. But artificial intelligence is a tool, and we need to embrace it to produce better research. As long as the artificial intelligence is used with human oversight, as a tool, I think is the way forward. If someone wishes to read RPTH, please go to the journal website or follow the papers on LinkedIn as the RPTH side, or I amplify them.